Hello, my celestial beings. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. I hope that you're having a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're catching this. And this is going to be an ancestor pick a card reading, okay? I'm going with the pick a card this time. And yeah, we're going to see what our ancestors have for us, especially as we are approaching or on or after Samhain, aka Halloween, as well as the Day of the Dead following. Okay, this is the prime time to honor your ancestors, even though we should be doing it all year round, venerating our ancestors, to thank them for guiding us, thank them for um, adding to the lineage. Thank you, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our ancestors, and just instilling their wisdom inside of us. Their wisdom is inside of us throughout our day to day, and those little nudges and pulls. A lot of that time, those are our ancestors speaking to us. So, if you have, um, I'm hearing doubts that your ancestors aren't communicating with you. I would say that it's time for you to up your awareness on things, because our ancestors, spirit, our guides, they don't straight up tell us stuff unless you're like really good at clairaudience. If your clairaudience is very good, and that's something that you can develop. All of the clairs you can develop. We are all psychic. It's how you use the tools in order to heighten your sensitivity. Okay, so within spirit, you can get downloads, messages, clear messages in your inner ear or in the outside world through symbolism. Okay, so making sure you're paying attention to your surroundings, you're looking at colors, animals, numbers, um, any symbolism. It can be on a T-shirt, it can be on a card while you're driving. It does not matter. Like, just heighten your awareness and see the what they're trying to relate to you. Okay, all right. As I'm filming this, we are approaching Samhain, aka Halloween. It's the start of Mars retrograde, okay? And the moon currently is in Capricorn, so let's get it, all right? So, yeah, I hope that you all enjoy this pick a card. If you all want to dive deeper into anything, you can check out my website, msbotanica.com, where you can see my services. I do tarot and oracle, astrology, as well as Reiki, okay? So make sure you check those out. I also have products that you can look at, like, I got you, okay? So, yes, and we're gonna pick. I don't have any crystals on me. I'm just gonna say, group 1, your color is red. Group 2, your color is green. And group 3, your color is purple. So this is the prime time where you can just sit with those numbers, see if you can hear anything, see if a color comes up in your third eye. The color may be said to you in your inner ear. Let's heighten our senses. It's not all about what we see physically. We got to see with our mind's eye. We're trying to heighten our awareness, right? So group 1 is red. Group 2 is green, and group 3 is purple. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some time. Yes, make sure you grab you some tea. Look, I got some tea here. This is lemon, ginger, and pineapple. And then also get you some water. Get you some water. Some water. Don't you just love this? I love this tumbler. This is just me when I seen it. I was like, I gotta get it. Yes. And lastly, I wanted to show y'all my spooky nails. Do y'all see them? Oh, everything. Everything. I love them. So So they are here. They're gonna be here for a little while. So if you see my spooky nails, well, after Silent and Dead of Dead, just because this is me and I love it. All right. So let's get into group one. Group one, you are the color red, okay? The color red, we're going to see what your ancestors, guys, have for you at this time. Red can symbolize, of course, the root chakra, getting rooted, getting grounded, getting secure. This can also have to do with finances as well. Yep, and then look, we got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Wands in reverse. And one more. The Moon upright. Let's get it. With at the base of the deck, the Hangman. So there's something that's your ancestors, your angels, your guides want you to release. Something for you to let go of, surrender to. It might be your emotions around getting secure or being secure within yourself to keep going, to put yourself out there more. I'm here and listen to the callings of your heart. That's where you'll find me. You know what you are capable of. And it's time for you to act on it. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. For you are the one that we are depending on, that we're calling on. Okay? This is your ancestors saying here with the Seven of Pentacles. Kind of probably being a little bit impatient, or you have to reevaluate how you see your journey. How you see your journey. Because, okay, you probably understood, like, yes, things take time. We are operating on an earthly plane. Pentacles, earth energy, takes time to brew. Got it. So, you know, you probably are developing, you know, a more lax lifestyle, which is wonderful. Because, again, the Four of Swords here is here, but in reverse. I feel like Spirit is like, okay, you've got that down. You've implemented self-care. And maybe now it's probably to the point where you are now escaping a little bit from your work, from your passions, from your, you know, getting motivated with the Moon card here. Because the Moon card, the zodiac ruler is Pisces. Pisces is all about escapism, you know, hiding subconsciously. So you might not even think that what you're doing is necessarily, you know, wrong, and it's not in a sense, but there's a fine line. There's a fine line. So with that, Spirit is saying, like, implement the self-care, implement taking time out to rest, but know that you have to be confident in yourself. I feel like at first it was a part of self-care, it was a part of self-love, you know, what you're doing, you know, building up your energy. But now are you just doing this out of sheer fear, like doubts that you aren't capable of doing the work that you want to do? Like, especially if you are a creator, if you are an artist, if you are a musician, those all go hand in hand. And of course, creative artists can look very colorful and bright, and yeah, but you can also say that someone that creates a website is a creator. So it's like, it doesn't have to be just all color and paint and this. You know, we are all creators, and tapping into that creativity is something that this world sometimes doesn't really put us in a good space to really be creative. And if we do have to be creative, it has to be on our own time, you know, alongside of doing other things and other responsibilities and all these other things. This is also saying it's time to surrender this and let go of some of these thought forms and start putting what you want to work on at the forefront. I feel like it's probably taking a back road at this time, but now Spirit and your ancestors are saying to put this as a priority. Like, you've rested. This is time for you to come out your shell. This is also like an awakening in a sense. Like, it's time to get out. Like, it's no longer time for you to hide or for you to meditate on this, to think about it, to how many times have you gone to the drawing board? How many times? Just get up and do it. You know, how many YouTube videos have you watched to spark some inspiration? How many times have you talked to people about what you're going to do, but you haven't even done it yet? Make the moves. That's what your ancestors are saying. Make the moves. Don't keep yourself locked up. Don't keep yourself caged. It's the thought forms in your subconscious that are putting you down. Release those. Surrender those. You are much bigger than what you think you are. What you're here to do is not only going to benefit you, but it can benefit others. It's time to make your contribution. And don't forget that what you're doing isn't what you're doing is not for everyone. Okay? We all have our different niches. We all have our different callings, and it's to know your market. And don't be afraid if someone doesn't like what you're doing. It's okay. You can be you. You can be you. Look, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then at the base, I'm going to take it, is the Judgment card. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is saying that you're trying to go against what your soul is calling you to do. It's time to tap into that primal, like, because as it's in reverse, what I'm looking at is the crow is pointing to the snake here. And then also at the two on the sides is the scorpion and then the lion. These are all really beneficial here to work on. We'll start with the snake. Kundalini, shedding that skin. That primal sense, that's where, with the root chakra, where the tail of the snake is, you have to let that come up and out to really get that Kundalini awakening. And it's that energizing, that sense of, you know who you are, you know the power that you hold, the depth inside of you. Lion here, over here, is about being courageous, taking these stands, being courageous. Okay, and then we also have the scorpion, the protection. Okay, knowing that you are protected through this journey. And when things may look a little chaotic right now, especially with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but this is spirit and ancestors, the spirit of the ancestors. What they're trying to relay is, even though things may look topsy-turvy, upside down, a little chaotic, it's all a part of the plan. How are you going to react in it? Are you going to react as if all hope is lost? Or are you going to rise up to the occasion and know your power? And be bold in it and know that you can do anything. You can get yourself out of any situation. Okay? I'm going to pull one more from this one, and then I might get some oracle. Let's see. Death in reverse. Death in reverse. What are you clinging on to? Why do you not want to change? What is your relationship to change? Because we all change. We all move through different cycles of life. We grow up, we wake up every day. It's a different day every day. It's change. You might change schools. You certainly progress, into the school system, kindergarten through fifth grade. Then you go to middle school, then high school. Some people go to college. Then after college, you got grad school and doctoral programs. So think about that with life. We're constantly progressing, and you can be in school. You can be in this school called life and not learn anything or not retain anything. What are you sticking and holding on to? What identity that you put on yourself that was programmed to you to make you feel like you cannot do certain things, or you feel uncomfortable, or you're letting fear guide you instead of spirit, your ancestors, guide you. Okay? This is something that you should definitely think about at this time with your ancestors. Your ancestors are saying, go for it. Go for it. Answer the calls. Pay attention. We talked about the awareness, group number 1. The awareness that you need to have in order to be in alignment and connecting with your ancestors, okay? So we're going to close out with the WOW offering. I hope that you all enjoyed group number 1. And if you want to dive deeper into what we said here, or if you just want a personal reading in general, you can check out my website, msbotanica.com. And yeah, if you made it to the end, group 1, make sure you drop down a skull. If you give me a skull head, and then that's all you have to put, or you can, write how this resonates. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. This is the final message from your ancestors. Calmness. It says, the inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May my peaceful calm take over. This is very beneficial as we talked about going through the chaos that's going on with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is saying to be kind. It says remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So keeping calm in this, with the King of Wands here in reverse. I'm putting it upright because the energy, the card is still the energy, whether it's upright or reverse, okay? The King of Wands, yes, it has this fiery passion. Yes, it might, with Mars energy, especially that Mars is in retrograde at the time that I'm filming this until January 23rd, 2023. Okay, there might be times and instances with this chaos that you might be really tested, and it's anger, it's something brewing inside of you where you want to explode. The King of Wands harnesses that energy and transmutes it to something that is more beneficial. Okay, so making sure that you aren't reacting on impulse, because you know what your ancestors, what spirit has for you. Okay, and knowing this will help you navigate all this as you continue to step up and rise to the occasion of being who you came here to be. Okay? All right, number 1s. All right. I hope that you enjoyed. Okay? We're going to get prepped and ready for group 2. Group 2. This is perfect time to sip. Because also with these groups, I'm going to let this flow because I feel like this is a transition. Some people may want to watch the whole thing, and I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I want y'all to see me hydrate because hydration is so necessary. Necessary. All right. Spirit ancestors, guys, I invite you into group number 2's reading to make sure they get the highest and clearest message possible. Okay? Shame. This is group number 2. You chose group number 2 are the color green. The color green. Green is the heart chakra. All right. It does also have to, in America, it associates with money. It can also be associated with envy. That's what the ancestors are trying to relate to me now. And it also gives me like the green, like alien vibes, okay, as well. And then, like, as I'm saying this, because I'm thinking, look at my alien. If you a star seed, say yeah. Okay, we're gonna get started. All right, ancestors, what do you have for group number 2? What do they need to know? We have justice in reverse. Okay, we have 5 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune upright, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And at the base of the deck, we have 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay? So, off the bat, with this justice in reverse, there's something that your ancestors they're seeing and acknowledging, like, hey, things are maybe a little bit out of whack. You may have acquired more responsibilities, or things are changing in your life and you're transforming. And a lot of times, you know, people think transformation like you're just gonna bust out the cocoon and you just gonna be like, yeah, baby, yeah. And that's not always the case. You know, in this cocoon stage, as you're going through that, the caterpillar liquefies. It's messy, it's gooey. So things may look a little messy, things may look a little chaotic. Don't be too hard on yourself at this time. But the ancestors are acknowledging, like, hey, it's time to get more organized. It's trying to tell you that it's time for you to get your life back in balance, okay? And what is holding you back, or what is causing this imbalance, maybe, is your sense of self-worth with the 5 of Pentacles here. The 5 of Pentacles has to do with scarcity mindset. It has to do with abandonment issues, like the left out in the cold. We said scarcity, poverty mindset, like feeling like you're not worth it. Feeling that you are not deserving. Thinking and comparing yourself to other people. You know, other people may be ahead of you or doing the things that you want to do. You like, why can't I get there? How they get there faster than me? This and that. Everybody on their own journey. Everybody on their own journey. And your ancestor spirit is also saying, even still, even in this midst of chaos and the feeling down, you still in alignment, because it's time for you to open up. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to rise to the occasion. It's time for you to take that leap, and it's time for you to visualize what it is that you are wanting, and trusting and knowing, have a sense of knowing that that is coming your way. Okay, my third eye is like tingling right now. Like, it's tingling. Also, the cliff here is definitely giving full energy. It's like, what you gonna do? Are you just gonna take the leap? Are you going to, you know, just say, forget it all? Release the worry. Release the low self-esteem. Balancing out your emotions about yourself. How are you viewing yourself when it comes to holding yourself accountable? How are you viewing yourself when it comes to being good at finances, good at saving, good at knowing when your energy is being used for, good, or when it's you, somebody is draining your energy, when it's time for you to leave a situation. There might be some things that you, with worth and all these things, we might cling to something because we feel like we aren't deserving of something bigger, something better. Like, I'm hearing ancestors said, nah, bigger. Like, it's time to move. And since you may have these abandonment issues, fear of rejection, all that stuff, it might be harder for you to leave certain situations. Let go. Let go. There is peace after this. You might be running yourself ragged. You might be on the verge or approaching burnout. Or if you have already let go of this situation, or whatever it is, this poverty mindset, whatever it is, give yourself time to adjust. This is the adjustment period, because you have to now assert yourself back into the world, assert yourself back into an environment. It doesn't have to be the same environment, but setting yourself up into an environment, and you have to know and be discerning of when can I receive, when can I lay back, when I can step, I don't have to be hands-on all the time. And then when it is to assert yourself, to be the leader, okay? Knowing that support is here for you. We got the 3 of Pentacles here as well. Let's go back to this Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sensing that there's a lot of doubt, as it is when you're starting projects, when you're starting a new venture, when you're starting something financially, or this might be the hindrance of why you have reached your cap or reached your plateau. Like, you probably have some more things to learn when it comes to self-love, when it comes to finances, when it comes to taxes, when it comes to speaking up and setting boundaries for yourself. Okay, things like that. So I feel like the ancestors are saying, why do you feel the need to play yourself small? Why do you feel like your opinions don't matter? Why do you feel that you aren't deserving? I can't remember if I said that or not. And there might be something within a past life that you had here, or if past life in a reincarnation, if you believe in that. There's something that needs to be released, to be let go of. And it could just be a mental note. It doesn't have to be very drawn out, or you can do some banishing work. You can light a black candle. You can do all that stuff too. But it could just be a mental note, like, I'm not letting this take control over me anymore. I release you. I let it go. Cutting the cords. You might want to do a cord cutting ceremony. It doesn't necessarily have to be you and a person, okay? Which it very well could be. It could be you and all the negativity, the negative mindset, the pessimistic mindset that you're releasing about yourself. Letting those things die. Letting those things be cut off, okay? Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse. This is being unique. Going against the grain, going against what your environment, your society has put on you, has placed on you, has programmed you to feel. Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? What do you want to do with it? Use your uniqueness to your advantage. Okay, this is definitely given, like, you might be the black sheep in your family, or you might be into things that are more taboo, like in the occult. Like, you hear, like, I get it, but it's like, just because you have different views or you may identify yourself as something, you know, that other people might feel like it's a little wonky. Hey, I would say go for it. Like, be you. That's what your ancestors are saying. Be you. That's what's causing all this imbalance now, because you aren't stepping and rising into your authentic power, who you really are. Trust in that. All right, group 2, follow your heart chakra, that green. Okay, releasing that doubt and that any envy or all that stuff. You don't have to worry about them other people. Okay, ancestors just saying, we got you. You are guided, you are loved, you are protected. But also be patient with yourself through this process. Be patient with yourself through this process. There's going to be swift changes. There's going to be this chaotic stuff. You're going through the storm, but you have to go through it. You have to go through it in order for you to get that level of understanding. Okay, you're going through these obstacles, these challenges, in order to elevate you. So this is all a part of like character development I'm getting. Okay, all right, group 2, I'm gonna close out with the wow offering. I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope that I want you to drop down in the comments. If you don't write a comment, anything at all, you can put an emoji of, I'm trying to see, like angel wings. I wonder if we got emoji angel wings, or an angel. That's your ancestors here. Angel emoji. Alright, ancestors, what's the final message? Self-love. I'm talking about self-worth. Know that you are deserving. And at the base, money. It was just like, know that you are worth more. Raise your prices. Add tax. Look. Self-love. It says, show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Forgive yourself. Be easy on yourself. We talked about having patience. Being gentle with yourself through this transformation, through the chaos. Releasing that scarcity, poverty, lack worth mindset. Okay? And we're going to read this money, because this is like worth. We're talking about stepping to the occasion with finances and taxes and all that stuff. It says, all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay? That is beautiful. That is beautiful, group 2s. I am sending you much love, many blessings, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, okay? And if you want to book a reading or a session with me, make sure you head over to msbotanica.com. All right? Yes. All right, we are prepping for group 3. Group 3. All right, group 3, this is your reading, your ancestor reading. We're going to see what your ancestors, what your angels, your gods, which can all be the same thing, have for you, all right? All right, we got King of Pentacles, the Tower, 4 of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse. Let's get it. And at the base, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. We're going to take that. Two of Swords here. So there is, you might be at a crossroad right now, very indecisive. You're going through, and it's putting you at a stalemate. It's putting you at a halt. And it's funny because as I was pulling the cards, all I heard was be still. Be still and know that I am God. I was singing it in my head. I was in choir. So we always used to sing Be Still and Know, arranged by Stacey Gibbs. If you know, you know. Okay? So, yeah, you had a stalemate, but I feel like this isn't bad. I feel like because opportunities are placed before you, okay, and it's time for you to act accordingly. We got the King of Pentacles here. This was the first card that came out. So you might be very good when it comes to self-confidence, when it comes to asserting yourself, when it comes to money, making business moves, making money moves, networking, being a social butterfly, things like that. And something is going to change. Something is going to get shaken up. Something is going to be disrupted, tore down, okay? These might be relationships. These might be contracts. These might be projects that were that fell through, things like that. It can be catastrophic, I'm hearing, but it also can be like, you know, some things pop off and you like, okay, what's really going on? And I feel like you might be wanting to cling to what you've had because you like the status, you like the high life. And I feel like this is happening because your ancestors are wanting you to know that that the amount of money you have, that all these things, the amount of followers that you have, all these things, it doesn't matter if you aren't whole and complete by yourself. If you don't have that connection with source, with the divine, with your ancestors, as easily as they give it to you, they can take it away just like that. And I feel like that's what's going on here. You got complacent, you got comfortable, you got a little cocky. Be still and know that I am God. That's what, we can't do it by ourselves. Yes, we have to apply ourselves. Yes, we have free will. Yes, faith without works is dead. But don't forget who got you here in the first place. It's your ancestors. It's spirit, it's source here. That's the missing piece of your prosperity. Okay? So we got the two of swords here, but we also got the two of wands here in reverse. Wands are all about action, power, passion, creativity. You might have a creative block. And maybe this is what you're known for. You know, always very witty. You know how to work the room, things like that. And like now your hair is probably cloudy. You don't know, what you need to do or how you can fit in these spaces anymore. You're being pushed into not always being around people or sucking energy from other people in order for you to gain, and relying on you and God, you and your ancestors, you and your spirit guides. When's the last time you talked to them? When's the last time you honored them? When's the last time you just sat there and just meditated? When's the last time you lit a candle? When's the last time you took a spiritual bath? When's the last time? Come on. It's time to get right. It's time to get right. And I feel like you know. I feel like you know. Yeah, the world in reverse. What really matters to you? What really matters to you? Is it materialistic? Worried about what everybody else thinking? Worrying about all of these things are petty things. Like, I feel like really what you really worry about, really in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. And I think that's what your ancestors are trying to get into that thick skull of yours. It's time to readjust. It's time to refocus on what really matters to you, to your calling, to your lineage. Okay? What's deep into it. Because you got the purple. That's the crown chakra. That's the crown chakra. Readjusting your crown. Readjusting your crown. Okay? So probably a lot of ego going on. And it's like you forgot how you got here. Having gratitude for all the blessings in life. Okay? Yeah, I feel like after you go through these swift changes, you realize who really for you and who not. Realizing that all the stuff that you build up really don't matter, and it's time for you to reassess. It's some things that you got to let go of in order for you to prevail, in order for you to stand strong, in order for you to really recognize who you really are and your worth. Once you do that, it's on and popping. You starting a new journey. Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings in your finances, your money, right? But also your character. Your character and who you are. Your self-worth. But also who you are authentically. You transforming, you realizing you probably have to do a lot of shadow work and love on yourself a little bit more. Because the ancestors here are saying you really don't love yourself. It's a mask, it's a facade. Like breaking it down, and you're gonna see it in real time, in real life. Things gonna fall and crumble and all these things. You're gonna wonder why. Because it really, that attachment that you have to it, it's not real. It's time to refocus on something that's better, something that is authentic, something that's you. Okay? I'm pulling one more tarot. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. This is the connection with we're going to put the mind, body, spirit, since the focus is on you. This is getting you in order. How can you be at the forefront? How can you lead? How can you lead and you don't know yourself? It's time to do the work. This is like a tough love message for you. And I don't really talk like how I'm talking. I'm like, yeah, that ain't really me. At least in the space of like tarot. But I'm like, I'm getting to the nitty gritty. This is ancestors coming in. The ancestors can be like, oh, I love it, like this is that. But some ancestors, they're like, no, we're gonna tell you how it is, and it's time for you to act accordingly. I'm seeing Mima in her rocking chair looking at you like you know better. Okay? All right. We're going to get to the final message, group 3. Yeah, work with that crown chakra energy. Work and connect more with the divine, connect more with your ancestors, and watch how things transform. Watch how your personality, your real personality shines through, and you reevaluate what it is that you really doing, and becoming a better version of yourself. Right now, I feel like you're probably acting a little low vibrational. All right, independence. You might also have that codependence. While I'm talking about that, we talking about other people and all these things. So you might be codependent. You might be a little on that vamp life, you know, or siphon. We can say it like that. Like you're a siphon. You siphon other people's energy in order for you to gain power. No, stand in your power. Okay? Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. Okay? Yeah. You don't need, yes, we need connections. Let me say that. But you don't need people to build you up. You need to know that. You need to focus on your connection with Source, your higher self, with your ancestors. I feel like they will redirect you in life. And because I think at the rate you're going, you're at the rate that you're going is going to lead to a tower moment where, and you need to know how to make sure that you recalibrate that instead of just letting it settle and then you end up building the same thing. Like, are the lessons learned? Make sure you reflect, okay? All right, group 3. I hope that you enjoyed. I know this was a little tough love right there, but that is okay. If you want to comment, please comment. Even if you on the go, just comment a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt for the tower, embracing this storm, because this storm is going to get you right. It's going to get you on the right path, okay? All right, and then if you ever want to dive deeper into a topic, make sure you check out my website, msbotanica.com, okay? And I got you. All right? All right, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.